Still more information online direct from Una Coma in the Fiera del Levante exhibition area for the second edition of Agrilevante. A heavy schedule of appointments for meetings and conferences featured during the days of the event. Two important times for drawing comparisons in the olive and extra virgin olive oil sector were sponsored by Una Coma in cooperation with the University of Bari, olive cultivation in the Mezzogiorno, state of art and prospects, and extra virgin olive oil, quality, technology and nutritional and health features. The purpose of the conference is to talk about extra virgin olive oil, a product which is often unknown, so our intention is to make known this illustrious unknown for the features of its components, technologies, and the way technology can influence the quality of the product itself in evaluating the influence of the various machines we have available. Bringing in all the conservation systems suitable for stopping the deterioration of the oil, and finally also the nutritional and health aspects, because the consumption of extra virgin olive oil, as we know, is basic for the Mediterranean diet and benefits the health of the consumer. Naturally, for doing what is right, it must have specific quality characteristics. Puglia is the region with the greatest production of excellent quality oil, but still too often this oil is used to cut less priced oils from other regions, a reason for us to look into this value added. I think that if we work in this direction, olive cultivation in Puglia might have the success it deserves.
L'olio di oliva possiamo definirlo come il principe dell'alimentazione, il grasso principe dell'alimentazione mediterranea, della dieta mediterranea.
We can define olive oil as the leading Mediterranean food fat in the Mediterranean diet. It's a fundamental fat for our diet and beneficial to our health because it's rich in fatty acids, monounsaturated fatty acids and polyunsaturated fats, and also poor in saturated fats, which are the ones responsible, with other factors, for maladies of society and well-being like obesity, diabetes, hypertension and dyslipidemia, for which, because of its makeup, olive oil fat is favorable. Especially extra virgin olive oil can then be used as a right and proper medicine, in that it also serves to prevent some pathologies and treat them. We are speaking of chronic degenerative disorders like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, diseases of the gastrointestinal apparatus which are fundamental for our health. In general, fats should account for about 30% of the caloric intake, so in this light consumption should be around 2 to 4 or 5 spoonfuls over the day. Research and innovation present conditions in Italy and the need for increasing synergies between the European Union and industries in the sector. The Agrilevante showcase technologies for the development of companies, bioenergy and the joining of typical products and innovations. These were the issues we take up at the Agrarian Research Center.
Il Consiglio per la ricerca e la sperimentazione in agricoltura è l'ente di ricerca che lavora nel settore agricolo più grande d'Italia. Relativamente all'attività di ricerca si stanno sviluppando...
The Council on Research and Experiments in Agriculture is the largest research agency in Italy at work in the agricultural sector. On research activities under development are all the agri-energy production chains on national territory, whereas the biogas line has already taken shape, especially in the central north of Italy. Other production chains are approaching commercialization. I'm referring to the production of electricity and heat by the cogeneration of wood products, as well as the production of second-generation ethanol, which is the challenge research highly committed to and will find a solution very soon. The present state of affairs is linked to the trend of the economic situation in Italy, and now financing is sufficient, but a shrinkage of funds available is foreseeable for the coming years. For this reason, it will be necessary to work more and more with Europe to acquire European Union financing, as well as cooperate more and more with private enterprises to create synergies between the world of research and the world of applied technological innovations. It's very important to link tradition and innovation, and all this can come about through solutions for technological development, which is able to maintain traditions healthy while at the same time lower costs and provide the consumer with a product which is healthy and within everyone's reach. Agrilevante is an important time for showing business people the progress in research for updating conditions as regards the market. A showcase for Italy's south and naturally for the entire Mediterranean. Agrilevante included the presentation of an important publishing project, ampelography in the first half of the 19th century, the most complete scientific categorization of wine stock in the world of the 19th century. The publication was made possible by the Italian Academy of Wines and Wine, the Enology Associations of the Puglia and Basilicata regions, the Puglia Region Commission for Agriculture, and the publishing house AGA.
Stiamo presentando l'opera dell'amperografia riprodotta in chiave moderna e quindi così come...
We are presenting a work on ampelography, reproduced in modern format, just as it was presented for the first printing, which dates back to 1901, with the last in 1910. The authors, Vermorel and Viala, reproduced all the grapes growing in the second half of the 19th century and had the possibility then to verify and check them. They catalogued all the grapes, describing them in detail, and the cultivations, winemaking and the chemical components. Then, 4 artists reproduced 500 colored images with the technology of the time, chrome lithography. With a grease brush, they reproduced the designs on stone and then manually printed the sheets. We have faithfully reproduced this in a way making it possible to have outlets in future for reproductions of some types of grapes shown in the work which disappeared around the 1920s. Anyone in possession of the publication can get into that world and do research on those wine stocks for reproducing them and possible winemaking.